Hi guys, this is Cindy
and Aleni.
and we are the Glory Girls, and we are so excited because the Glory Girls Foundation is going to be starting a really cool, I'm telling you, it's going to be a transformational program, and it's called the Glory Girls Health Revolution. And this was something that was birthed through our lives and our journey. You know, after the pandemic, many people have gone through so many difficult things. And one thing many people had challenges with is weight gain. I know people were dealing with isolation, people were dealing with, loneliness, people were dealing with so many issues, and there was lost in that season. And I have to be honest, I felt like I lost a little bit of myself as well during that journey. You know, we're always going, we're always giving. And when you get to a place where you're giving, you become depleted. And I went through a season where I felt like, you know what, we all put on that extra pounds. We all were at a place where we weren't lacking confidence. And because we weren't lacking confidence, that affects your whole being. And I know for me, I am a mom. And as a mom, you take care of everybody else. And you get to a place where you're like, I'm losing myself. And I know we were in prayer, and I know that was one of my prayers. I want to become whole. We believe in the Bible, and Jesus Christ died so that we can become whole, right? He gave us healing, and healing is so important in our lives, right, Eleni?
Absolutely. I feel like health is wealth. And even as you stated, during the pandemic, I let myself go in the sense that I wasn't taking care of my health. I wasn't eating healthy. I was dealing with medical issues on top of that. So it was imperative for me to take care of my health, eat healthy so that my body could heal and I couldn't be made whole. So during this time, God spoke to me, spoke to Cindy, and we made changes. We can't expect to have changes if we're not doing something new and we're not lining up with the will that God has for us. And with that being said, we have to take care of health. We can't just do it spiritually, but we have to do it physically with eating healthy and physical exercise, movement.
Yeah, and you know what makes our program so different with the Glory Girls Health Revolution? It's a movement, right? And it's doing that inner work as well as that outside work, right? Many times people think it's just, it's vanity. It's not about vanity. It's about health. Like Eleni mentioned, health is very critical. We can't do everything God created us to do if we're unhealthy, right? If you feel sick, if you feel depressed, if you feel oppressed, you don't want to do anything. You're in a place where you just want to sit down and just continue eating. And we're going to really look at what is the cause of some of these things. You may not even realize it, but I knew for myself, and I had to take some moment and I had to reflect. I was doing emotional eating. I was doing impulsive eating. A lot of times we associate food with celebration, and that's important. God gave us that. But it gets to a place where you're having unhealthy eating habits, where it become even an addiction, and how many people have food addictions and don't even realize it? What is the root? And that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to get to the root of some of these things that we're dealing with. We're going to deal with those internal healings. We're going to deal with the emotional healing. We're going to deal with the spiritual healing. We are going to deal with the mind, body, soul. And that's so important. That's, again, what makes our program so different. It is not just a weight loss journey. It is about, coming together and transforming our minds, right? Having a right mindset. It's about coming together and supporting each other. Community is critical in this world. So many people have the pandemic of loneliness, of isolation, of feeling like they don't have anybody to support them, that they're in an atmosphere that they're being judged. There's no safety anymore. There's no, support. And that's what's going to be critical in our Glory Girls Health Revolution. It is going to be about us coming together, supporting each other, celebrating our wins, discussing our challenges. We have monthly themes that we're going to be doing to help each other throughout. This is a year-long program. So let me share that with you guys. It's not something that we're going to say, oh, get it done, because that's what many people do. Let's just be honest. January hits and we're all in the gym membership to go up. Everybody's, getting into their fitness, and then they stop. There's no momentum. And that's what we want. We want it to be get started and continue. It's a lifestyle, guys. This ain't just a one-time thing that you're doing and it's done. This is forever. You want to live for a reason. I want to live for my children and the next generation. And this is why, again, it was birthed through prayers and through life and experience. As many of you know, I'm an educator. I've been teaching for over 18 years, and I've been teaching children. And I'm even seeing how these children are coming in with more chronic diseases, are coming in depressed, are battling with so many things that my heart literally is aching. You know, it's a lack of knowledge. It's something that needs to be transformed in the family. And it's generational eating patterns, generational, food addictions, generational habits that we're imparting into our families. And then we're here getting upset at God for things that we did to ourselves. I had to have a rude awakening. One day I was like, I don't like well, what are you putting in your mouth? What are you eating? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, God gave us the right food, and we need the education. The Bible says my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And because I have that educational background, this program is going to educate you, and it's preventative care. We're out there for the next generation. I want to see them thrive. I want to see families live. I don't want premature death. I don't want to go to somebody's funeral before their time because they're getting a disease that could have been prevented. And that's what the mission is with this organization and with the Glory Girls Health Revolution. Right, Eleni?
Absolutely. Even as you stated, in January, everyone has a new reset. They're motivated. And they're like, I'm going to change, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to work out. But motivation withers, it's not always there. So there's a difference between motivation and discipline. And that's what God has been teaching me, even with my lifestyle of working out or eating. At times, I may not want to do a certain thing, but it's not about the motivation. It's about discipline. It's about consistency. It's about doing the same thing. And that's how you're going to produce successful results. It's like we all have a job. I don't want to go to work every day, but I have to, because I have a responsibility, and I have to be disciplined in that aspect because people are relying on me. So we have to see that with our health. We have to show up whether we want to or not. So again, it's not about motivation, because motivation is not always going to be there, but it's discipline. Is saying I'm not going to eat out 7 days out of the week. Maybe I'll just eat out once or twice, but those other 5 days I'm meal prepping. I'm being intentional as to what I'm eating. I'm eating healthy stuff. I'm being physically active 5 days a week. I'm gonna walk more. I'm gonna try to do a mile every day. Small changes make lasting changes. And one thing that I learned, me and Cindy, and that we encourage each other with, is that we cannot make a food change in a matter of a day, a week, a month, because we're changing lifestyles that we've been doing for years. So it takes time, and it's all about baby steps, because those baby steps, when you start doing it and you're consistent with it, it becomes a habit. You start doing it every day. So you don't want to change everything at once. It's little by little, because it could be very overwhelming. But once something becomes a habit, a positive habit, then it becomes a lasting habit, and it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, and that's so important. I think what we're trying to share with you guys is that we need accountability. We need resources, and we want to make sure that we are here for one another. One of the missions of the Glory Girls Foundation, it was created to inspire hope. It was created to spread the gospel and to provide personal and professional development. And that's what this program is going to do. How many people are hopeless? How many people are overwhelmed? How many people are stressed? How many people feel alone on this journey? And I'm talking to many of you that feel that way, and you feel like you have no one to share that with. You feel like you got to be always ready for everyone else. And you get to a point where even I had to have a revelation that self-care is not selfishness. We had this conversation, and even Eleni and I just had this conversation before we got on to do this video, is the why we're doing is that I can't give to everybody else. I can't pour into all these things that people are depending on, whether I'm a wife, whether I'm a mother, whether I'm an educator, helping out with the organization, doing ministry, if I am empty, if I'm burnt out. How many people are burnt out today? How many people are stressed? How many people don't have peace? Don't you know that stress is a trigger for many diseases? How many people are overweight? And when we talk about being overweight, most people who are overweight is because it can lead to more diseases. And that's what we want to do. We want to look at again, as I mentioned, what are the causes? What are the triggers? And we're going to have these discussions. We're going to come together, and even with us, and you're going to see some transformational, pictures, with myself, with Eleni, I mean, within the past, year, and again, this is a year-long journey, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So I'm not just talking about just losing the weight. You're gonna lose the weight with this because, you're going to change your habits. You're gonna change, like you said, your mindset. You're gonna see the research. We're gonna give you tips, practical tips. We're going to give you, nutritional meals. We are going to share with you, daily habits that you can do to help you in this journey. But as I was mentioning, and Eleni said, small steps make lasting results. And you want to make sure we celebrate those small changes, because you may think it's, nothing big, but how many people don't have somebody to be their cheerleader? How many people don't have somebody be like, I need a buddy right now? How many people don't have nobody checking in on them? And they're alone battling by themselves in the hospital room. And they're like, Lord, I need this. And that's what changed our lives. And with that, I lost over 20 pounds. Like, how many pounds did you lose?
I lost 30 pounds.
There, 30 pounds. And our other glory girl, I'm going to get her on here. As many of you know, it's Millie, and Millie lost over 50 pounds, okay? You're gonna see our before and after picture, and that was Christ. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't with, and I remember at one point, I was like, Lord, do you want me to get a trainer? Do you want me to go do this? And I remember God was like, I'm gonna train you, and I'm gonna show you. So God gets all the credit for this. That's why it's Glory Girls, Health Revolution, and this is for all age, okay? I'm speaking to even those beautiful glamours. Millie is at 70 and she's looking great. So don't tell me you too old, because your grandchildren are depending on you. People are depending on you. It's for your singles. It's for your divorcees. It is for anyone who's going through any challenge in your life. And I'm here for those busy moms, because I'm going to be honest, I'm one of those. I'm a busy mom that I'm pouring into everybody else, that I got to the place where I'm like, I got to be able to figure it out. So we're going to look together and see what are the challenges that are stopping you, so we can come up with solutions to help you. Is it time management? Is it a lack of education? Is it, as I mentioned, maybe you don't know what to do, 10-minute workouts. Listen, everybody got 10 minutes in their day. You could give yourself 10 minutes, right, Eleni?
Absolutely. I think even when you mentioned, sometimes it feels so overwhelming because you don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
First step is just to start.
Mm-hmm.
How I started off, I told myself, if I have the time to watch TV, then while I'm watching TV, then I'm going to work out. So even if that was walking on the treadmill, even if that was any type of strength training exercise, but I could do it for 10 minutes, I could do it for 15 minutes. It's all about time management. If you have time to watch TV, why can't you just do a little exercise while you're watching the TV? We're all busy, so we have to find a way to implement those workouts in. And even when you say that it is a team, it's a support system, because we don't want to feel alone. Many times we go through things and we feel like I'm the only one that's going through this, no one can relate, but that's a lie of the enemy. Many of us battle the same things, but we keep it within ourselves. Even me, I'm a private person. I consider myself to be a private person, and I've been changing. I've been sharing more with those people closest to me what I'm going through. And when you come and you realize that you're not going through it alone. Other people are going through the same thing. So that's why we want to have accountability where we can encourage each other, because when you have a support system, it makes life easier. You don't have to do it alone. You have people to support you, and it's in turn going to make you be more successful. Right, Cindy?
Absolutely. That community is the key. Community and connection. People need connections. You were not designed to do life alone, and that's what we want you to do. We want you to invest in yourself, because you deserve to invest in yourself. It's okay to dream again. It's okay to go back and feel like I could do this. Like we said, we're going to start small. And we want you to be a part of this journey. I know it's going to be transformational, because we've seen the fruit of it. We've seen the fruit. If it would just happen to me, it would have been different. It happened to her and our other glory girls. And I can't imagine how many other women and people this is going to, completely transform. That's why it's a revolution. It's a health revolution. We need to take our health back. We need to take our life back. We need to take back those things that were stolen from us through a lack of education, through some even destructive things that we may have even done to ourselves. And you didn't even know, but I'm telling you, we want you to be a part of this journey. Take the time and do something for yourself. Do it because your family's depending on you. Do it because the world needs you. You don't want to go before your time. We don't want that. At one point, sickness knocked on her door.
Yes. what I tell Cindy all the time, and I tell other people, we all want to live a long life, but no one wants to live a long life where you're sick, chronically dealing with health issues all the time, because then that takes away from you living a purposeful life. Because when you don't feel well, you can't be what God has called you to do, because you don't have the energy to do it. So we all want to live a long and healthy life. So we can't keep praying to God and say, heal me or give me, help me to be healed. No, but we have to do our part, because we want to walk in. Can two walk together unless they agree?
Absolutely.
That's the scripture that always says in my mind. I want to walk in agreement with God. He has been telling me for years, stop eating this, change that, and I didn't listen. And now, it took me a long time, but I did it, and I'm grateful, and I feel healthy, and it's a lifelong journey. I don't think I will ever reach, because as long as we're living, there's more to strive for, more to accomplish. But we're on the right path, and I'm very, very happy, and I'm excited for what God has in store, and I want you to join us. I think it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be encouraged, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna grow, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna be healed. It's just so much that's in store.
Yes, it's a wholeness program, and that's what makes it so special, because again, mind, body, soul, and spirit. This is what makes it different. It's a 12-month journey that you're going to take with us. And don't get discouraged, because if you find the video and you're like, wait, they started in January, when you're part of our online community, you're going to get the replays of everything that we've gone through, and you'll see the resources, because we're going to have tons of resources there. And again, we're going to have experts come on and speak to us about the different monthly themes that we have. So if it's just not physical and you're like, okay, I feel okay with my body, then maybe it's emotionally, maybe it's that heart. How many people need some healing in their heart, right? Because we're going to deal with that as well. How many people are battling, as I mentioned, where they don't have any direction or clarity? You need that. It's going to be even on forgiveness. Got to forgive yourself, even forgive other people. So this is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, come and join us. Again, it's the Glory Girls Health Revolution. It's a revolution that you're going to revolve, and you're going to be transformed and be who you were created to be. That beautiful, confident, courageous, bold woman that you are. And I want you to know that, because some of you don't even hear that. All you hear is what's wrong with you. All you see is that person that's in the mirror, when inside there's a beautiful, I'm telling you, glorious, gorgeous glory girl inside of you, and we want you to be a part of that. So listen, I'm telling you, reach out to us, be a part of this. It is never too late. It is not too late to start, and I'm telling you, it's going to be great. I can't wait to see the results a year from now. I can't wait to hear the testimonies. We're gonna have testimonial Tuesdays in our group, where we're gonna be able to share it. We're gonna share our personal goals with one another, and we're going to celebrate, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be celebration time. There's a scripture that says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. We wept way too long. I believe this is our joy season. This is our season of harvest, and we want you to be a part of it. Come back and take your joy, right, Eleni?
Yes, absolutely. It's not too late to dream again. Envision yourself how you want to see yourself, be made whole physically, emotionally, mentally, having stability, walking in joy, walking in one accord with God.
Yes. So again, it's called the Glory Girls Health Revolution. Reach out to us. It's going to be amazing. And guys, we're locking it in at a very affordable price. Okay, let me make that very clear. We wanted to make sure everyone can join, and we didn't want money to be an issue. It is only, we're asking for a $25 donation. It's going towards our organization to move the mission, so you're also doing a great cause, and it's very important. And that's because we're hitting our 5-year anniversary for the Glory Girls Foundation, and we wanted to make it convenient for people, affordable for people. Guess what? It's in the comfort of your home. We're not asking you to go anywhere. You can transform right in your home, because that's where our lives transform, right in our home, and it could reach everyone in the entire planet. So there's no excuse. You got to go forth and do it. And again, we're doing that for our founding members price, right? So it may not be that price for a long time. So I'm encouraging you, invest in yourself, lock in, reach out to us. We're going to put a link in it and go and see. And if you need more information, reach out, and we're ready for it. So the Glory Girls Health Revolution 2025, taking back your life. We're being transformed and being made in the image and likeness of God. And we're going to be successful in it because you got each other. And I'm telling you, we're better together. Right, Eleni?
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to rise up. We're going to rise up. So I can't wait for you to be a part of it. We want to see you. Join.